Hey, good morning, everybody. My name is Jared. I host the daily live podcast where we discuss news and politics every morning between 8 a.m. and 9:30. We are live discussing the news, and I really got to tell you, I'm having a hell of a weekend / day. So check this out. A couple weeks ago, a guy that I have been friends with for 20 years, that I served on active duty in the Marine Corps Infantry with, in the same unit, in the same platoon. We were in Cat Black, Combined Anti-Armor Team Black. He contacted me and was like, hey, I'm going to be in your city. Fast forward, it's over. Event's over, right? Had a fantastic time hanging out with him all weekend. Got him a hotel downtown overlooking the circle. Drafted my ass off. Absolutely got the itch. And update, I learned something. I am not a casual anything. I am a competitive player. I'm not like happy to say it. I'm just saying it out loud. I don't know about coaching. I do know, however, when you get the itch to be a competitor, I'm a lifetime competitor. I will be competing somewhere along the way in something. But yeah, I played an awful lot of Magic this weekend. Awful lot of Magic with older Magic cards, which requires like a sort of a greater knowledge of the landscape of the game. Got to see somebody I really care about all weekend. And I woke up this morning hearing about what happened in Russia yesterday. And so I'm also having a fantastic day because Ukraine did what I was hoping that they would do. And that was used drones to eliminate Russia's air defense, their bombers and their fighter jets. It just makes it a lot harder when one side's got airplanes and the other one doesn't. And shockingly, actually, what they did was they hid drones in wooden containers and drove them into Russia, and then remotely opened their covers, and the drones just took off and went and hit their targets. So they had the element of surprise. Donald Trump didn't know this was going to happen, so he couldn't tell Vlad. I mean, they took out like a third of Russia's fleet. All their jets and airplanes and bombers and shit. They like took out a considerable portion, like 5 different air bases in Russia. They will talk about this attack this weekend for a long time. It will completely destabilize Russia's ability to defend itself in the air. Okay? Now, I know you're like, that's not nearly good enough reason to be happy. Okay, domestically. Remember how we were excited within the last week or two that the tariffs are fucking illegal. The IEEPA, remember that? The International Emergency Economic Powers Act. We've talked about this on the show. I'm not a lawyer, not a doctor, didn't stay in a Holiday Inn Express last night. I could fucking read, though. And it says right on there that you got to meet conditions in order to lay tariffs, and that we don't meet. So, for all of you dancing for Donald, yes, they got to stay. Those tariffs will stick for now. But again, if you have the ability to read past a 4th grade reading level, unlike our current president, you know that you got to meet some conditions in order for those tariffs to be considered legal. And the fact that their judge already said they were illegal and you got to stay, hey, you're on rocky ground, and you know that, right? Because you'd already lost. You're just using the court system to stay your execution, right? So, again, I think this might be one of the better, like, 4 or 5 day periods in my life. And I just wanted to share that with other people, because I know a lot of people are, like, having a fucking real go at this, right? This is really fucking doing a number on you. But yeah, I think it's important to think about things like Ukraine's role in this war. And again, there's bad news to follow. So it's not like Poland didn't just elect a fucking a conservative, even though they have a conservative president. Okay, let's just hope they're not fucking corrupt. Even though they were endorsed by Donald Trump. And again, this is the lone victory, really, for this regime, is they got a conservative elected in Poland. But they had a conservative president, and it was a stupid close election. And I don't know how Poland's politics work, how their elections work, so who knows? Because they had like rounds of this election. So, yeah, I just want to make that video, say, hey, if you're used to seeing me on TikTok, I'm hopefully near the end of posting content on TikTok. My hope is that Skylight and Neptune do the damn thing already. I know that they're working really hard to make it like perfect and shit. They just need to launch it with the ability to go live, and I'm in. And lots of conversations we'll never have, or that are getting us banned on TikTok. It's just there's so many bots, and also we're being throttled the fuck out of for telling the truth, for talking about the news, about what's actually going on in the world. So, have a great week, everybody. I hope it continues to get better. I look forward to the media having to talk at length about how an ally to us, Ukraine, did not tell us what they were going to do and did it. And it was a huge thing, and Donald Trump's hands aren't on it at all. And so he will be like super jealous. Like, that was, I coordinate and organize that. Right? That's the kind of shit Donald Trump wants to do. Anyway, have a great day, y'all.